Hello, my friends. Happy Thursday. Welcome to my Thursday Live. A little bit early. Hopefully you got my message today that I was going live an hour earlier than normal. I have another meeting today at 2, so I just wanted to touch base with you still and catch you for Thursday Throwdown. Hopefully you guys will find me. I'll give you a couple minutes while I give you some updates. So some super exciting things coming in the Stampin' Up! World. Well, as demonstrators, we got to see the new mini catalog this week digitally, and it goes live for us to pre-order from beginning August 6th. So I'll be able to start ordering some of those goodies on Tuesday. Holiday catalog is always a fan favorite, so lots of things to share with you in the coming months. If you want to get your hands on some new catalog stuff early, joining as a demonstrator is always a great deal. You get 20% off all your orders, plus the actual starter kit itself is a great deal. So it's $99 plus tax, and you get free shipping. And we all know how much we love free shipping, right? And you get to pick whatever you want. And once August 6th hits, I'm pretty sure you can even include pre-order product in your starter kit. So, and if not, the other bonus part, if you earned any bonus days coupons in July, once you get your starter kit, so you can't use it on your starter kit, but once you get your cart starter kit, you'll be able to order with your demonstrator discount and use those vouchers too. So lots of fun ways to take advantage of that. But what else is coming beginning August 6th is we also have a paper sale going on. So all of the papers in the annual catalog will be 15% off. And you can combine that with your $5 vouchers too. So super exciting stuff coming there. As for me and my little world, we've got some exciting stuff happening that I'm working on behind the scenes. And hopefully I'll be able to share more soon. But there may be a big change coming in terms of my brand, which I'm kind of excited and kind of nervous about. And then we've got some photos. I'm doing a new photo shoot for our new photos for my website and everything tomorrow. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. I hope it's not too hot because my hair does not look good when it's hot. And then what else do we have going on? All sorts of fun stuff. We've got some fun little events and challenges coming hopefully in the next couple of months. So definitely stay tuned. Stay with me. We've got some things happening. I've actually got a new plan for my email every week, so I'm excited about that. So lots of fun stuff happening. But let's talk about today. So let's do a little bit of Thursday Throwdown. Today's going to actually be a Thursday Throwdown because I really don't have anything planned for you. I wanted to use my sophisticated sled bundle again, but I'm like, you know what? It's 3 weeks in a row now, so this would be 4. I'm like, let's do something new. So I actually just got my paper pumpkin because I was delayed for some reason. The money wasn't in my account when it was supposed to come out, so it got delayed. So I just got it now. But it's super pretty, and I thought maybe I would share an unboxing with you and then maybe do a scrapbook page with it. And that's going to be totally on the fly, which I don't normally do. So let's go ahead and switch this around. I think that doing scrapbooking with this is a little bit easier on the fly with the paper pumpkin than it is with like a regular traditional page. So if you're not familiar with paper pumpkin, it's our monthly crafting kit that Stampin' Up! Does. I don't remember. Does it say it? It doesn't say. I think they're like $24 or something a month with the shipping and stuff. I forget. But you can also do, hi Marcia, you can also do a prepaid, which you save a little bit in some of those cases too. But if you want more details on it, just let me know or put Paper Pumpkin in the comments below and I will give you a shout with all the details. But I love this one. It's super pretty. So they actually kind of release the plan for 3 months. So this one. It has like its own little box. The next month is going to be really, really nice. It's a time for cake and it's a trifold card. If you go to paperpumpkin.com, you can actually see a preview of one of the trifold cards. It's got all sorts of candles and stuff. It's really pretty. It's elegant birthday cards, they say, made with rose gold details. It makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, 3 each of 3 designs, so 9 projects totals. The projects includes the printed card bases, coordinating envelopes and labels, embellishments, and rose gold cord are included, and then the coordinating colors are moody mauve, Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Night of Navy. Oh, that's for next month. That's why. Moody Mauve, Night of Navy, Petal Pink, Pecan Pie, Pretty in Pink, and Wild Wheat. And it says that the Stampin' Spot will be Night of Navy, which is really cool because you won't get a repeat of the Stampin' Spot for a month. So they try to keep them different for 12 months, and then you might get a repeat after that. But what's cool about August is you're also getting an additional stamp set free. So you always get a stamp set and ink spot with Paper Pumpkin, but next month you'll get 2 stamp sets, which looks like the extra is like a numbers set, which is always really useful for those of us that are scrapbookers. All right, so let's go ahead and unbox this. So I have not really looked at this. So this is how it comes. It's always packaged up with some tissue paper. You get a little stamp set. The first month you'll also get a size D block. It looks a little bit different, so it's actually here. I actually have one. So you'll get a block like this in your first kit, and then from that point on, once you're a subscriber, you'll just use the same. Like, so all of the stamp sets are designed to fit on that block. I prefer to use our regular D blocks because they're a little bit thicker, a little bit easier to work with. So this one says, "Let's celebrate you. Hello. Friends like you make life beautiful. You're simply the best, and I'm so lucky to have you in my life." And then it's got the flower petal, or the flower image, and then this little, like, accent piece. This month's Stampin' Spot is Gray Granite. And it's got pink paper this month to coordinate. And our kit, let's pull this out of the way, is... this one's beautiful. Look at this. So these are the projects it makes. So 3 each of 3 different designs. Let's go ahead and break into this and we will see. I don't know. I might want to make them as cards because they look beautiful. All right. Maybe I'll make some of the cards and make a page too. All right. So this is what comes in the kit. This is how it comes. So first off, we've got some clear sequins, like iridescent sequins, that are included in this kit. You can see those here. There's a little thing of mini Stampin' Dimensionals and some 3M little sticky sheets, which I'm not sure what those are for yet, but it'll tell us. All right, so then we've got our envelopes. So because this was last month's kit, there won't be... you can't get it anymore unless you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and they have refill kits and or full kits, because you have to be a subscriber or in order to get past kits. So I suspect this one might sell out, so I'm not sure if there's any kits available. I do have 2 extra, so if there is one that you want, you can reach out to me, and if I still have it, you can have that. I sell them for $25 each. Cash and carry, and that's open to anybody. All right, so let's see, there's 2 of the card kits. So look, it's already kind of stamped and splattered for you. And then let's look at the other one too. Here's the other one. So you get like the card bases. There's 3 card bases here, and then there's the little banners, which I'm assuming are for either stamping of sentiments or something. Oh, look at these, look like they're for sentiments here. So this is probably just accent panels. And then you've got these beautiful die cut pieces. So those are really nice too. So what I like to do when I'm doing this, oh, and then underneath here, you'll have your, oh, what's that? Oh, it shows you the stamped artwork. So you can include that in your packaging if you'd like. And then here is your little instructions. So what I usually like to do with these kits when I first get them is I will kind of put them together as like the sets. So for instance, like this here, let's just look at this pink one. It shows me the pieces that I need for this card. So what I do is I take the cards and I kind of lay them out, 1, 2, and 3, right? And then I'll take, where's my little, here it is. So there's these, and the pink ones go with the pink card. So I just pop everything out and kind of put it all together. And like I said, these cards look really, really beautiful. So what I will likely do is make some cards, and then I'll use some of the pieces, like one set of the pieces, to do a scrapbook page for you today. All right, so they just kind of coordinate with the coordinating cardstock. So I'm just going to go like this. Hi, Jolene. And then we'll pop out these pieces. So this goes with this one. It keeps it nice and easy, right? This one goes with the green one. Put that there, and then this one goes with the pink one. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing with this, and this, and then this. Okay, so I'm just I just make piles for each card. I just feel like it makes it go easier, and then I typically will actually stamp everything at the same time too. Whoops, wrong one. And then this one. I love these frames. They're so pretty. All right, and then we've got the sentiments here. This is a little trickier to see. So I'm lucky to have you in my life. So I think that's this one. Let me just see here. Yeah, that's gonna go like that. So this is a little tricky. You gotta stamp it right on the thing, but they do give you extra. So you only need 3, and they give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and that one goes with the pink one. So I'll put those with that. I'm gonna put 3 there. Hopefully I can get it. All right, actually I'll put 4 there. And then we'll just put them all over there. And then for the orange one, it's the Let's Celebrate You, which I think is this one. Yep. So that goes with that one. So I'll put these with the orange. Okay. And then the last one is I'm lucky to have you in my life. Oh, that's the pink one again. Where did I miss the green one? How am I missing one? Oh, it's right here. Okay, it's the beautiful one. So I think it's this big one. Yeah, so that oh no, that's not beautiful. Yeah, that's it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that goes with those. So we'll go ahead and take these, and that goes with these. All right, so typically, because I have all of the ink pads, I will typically use my actual ink pad instead of the spot, just because it's easier. And I oftentimes will save the spots to give to like customers as gifts and things like that. So I usually do that. Hey Elaine, so I think, let me just look at this really quick. I think all the stamping we have to do, actually all the prep for this is just the sentiments. So super easy. You can kind of see, like they show you in one, like that's the ink spot. They show you, put it on the block, ink it up, and then you'll stamp it here and add that with dimensionals. This is where they're using that little sticky strip, is on the back of these, it looks like. So let's go ahead and put together just one of the cards, okay? And then I'll do a design here. So what I will actually do is I'm gonna stamp the sentiments first. So let's grab this. Now with photopolymer stamp sets, I think I've told you guys this before, but it's always good to repeat. You want to put it down, especially with sentiments, put it down on your work surface and then pick it up with your block. You don't want to do this and put it on this way, because particularly with sentiments, you can have a tendency to stretch them and then they won't stamp correctly. Like they might stamp crooked or something like that. So this one has the 2 little loops at the top, so that goes like that, and you're going to really be able to test me to see how well I am at stamping, how good I am at it. And it's hard because I do have a camera in my way. But there we go. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp all of the greetings here. Sorry if I'm off the page a little bit. I'll try to keep it in the, or not off the page, off the screen. There we go. I'm just stamping all of them. I may or may not use them all. I have a little stash of, I gotta actually go through it soon because it's getting overrun, but I have like a stash of like what I call the misfit pieces that didn't make it to a project that I kind of just throw in a little bucket, and then when I have enough, I will just kind of pull it out and take some of my leftover card bases and stuff and just see how many cards I can make out of that little bin of things. So these extras will just go in that bin as sentiments for those projects. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and clean this one off. I just have a Simply Chamois. This is a great addition if you don't have a lot of crafting supplies, but you like the paper pumpkin or the kits or anything like that. These Simply Chamois I think are like $8 or $9, something like that, and they just clean off your stamps for you, so you don't have to get up and go to the sink or do any of that. It's just easy peasy. All right, so there's that one. Let's do the beautiful, and we'll do the same thing. I'm gonna put it down on the counter. We're gonna pick it up, and then we'll stamp it. Actually, I think it goes this way, like that. And then again, we're gonna have those little, it has like a little bit of a border, so it goes like that. And I'll just stamp a few of those, like so. So I posted the picture. Nate and I went to the Rod and Gun Club where he's a member, and we took the dog. They have a really nice pond there. I don't really like to go swimming in it because there's actually a lot of fish in there. And they're not afraid to like just come up and start eating your toes, which happened to Nate last night. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really like that much. So, but it's a really nice pond, and Shelby just loves to swim. It's one of the few places during the summer months where she can actually swim, because most of the beaches and stuff around here are closed to dogs during the summer, just because, you know, all of our visiting tourists are here. So, there's not a lot of places where she can go swimming. So we take her down there, and she just loves it. She loves swimming, to the point where like it makes me nervous, because she like will just start swimming like straight out to the middle, and I'm like, come back here. And then like sometimes, like yesterday, she gets water in her, like in her mouth, and probably swallows it, and then it makes her gag, and so she tries to gag in the middle of the ocean. So she opens up her mouth like she's gonna throw up in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of the pond rather. And like, so now she's getting more water in, and she like starts choking, and she's like in the middle of the pond, and I'm like, oh my God. So, but she just loves it. Why does this not, oh, I think it goes this way. No. Why does that not line up right? Did I do the wrong one? I don't think there was another one. No, there was just that one, which is not the one they used. Let me look at this. Why does this not? Let's celebrate you. Okay, so it is supposed to be this one, and those are supposed to be there. I don't know why it doesn't line up right. I'm looking here. So, well, all right. I mean, it fits. It's just weird. It doesn't, like, line up with the marks, which is strange to me. Oh, you know what? I bet it needs to go this way. Ding dong. Here it is. Ding dong. You guys are probably like, duh. Hello. All right, let me try that again. There we go. That works better. Sometimes easier to see, you know, when you're watching through the screen than it is when it's right in front of you. Do any of you guys have a dog that loves to swim, or an animal that loves to? I'm sure you don't have cats that like to swim, or maybe you do. I know there are some cats that love the water faucet, but Shelby just loves to swim. She is part lab, so it makes sense. But all right, so those are all my pieces. So now it's just kind of putting. I was upside down. Yes, thanks, Elaine. I was like, why is it not working? Sometimes the brain doesn't work very well. All right, so let's go ahead and just put one of these together. We'll do this one. So we'll just go ahead and crease the card base. This is really perfect for like nice, easy, like when you don't, I love to do these for crops, because like sometimes when you're like late at night, or you're up really early in the morning and you just don't have any more brain power because you've been thinking too hard, these are great projects to do, because they're already kind of all set for you, right? So this is all the pieces I need for this. And then you're just going to look at this. So we already did step one where we stamped it. So this one's showing that we put dimensional. So see, it's got the little hexagonal shapes on the back. So we're going to put hexagon or dimensionals on the frame part. This is the sticky part. And then that looks like it's a combo of, like, they didn't put anything here, but I'll probably use my regular adhesive, and then one little dimensional where it overlaps here. So when it looks like step 3, they went ahead and put this piece on first, kind of off to the side here. So I'm going to do that. Sometimes I use this stuff, like if I'm using it at a crop or something, I will use like the pieces that they give you. I'll use it here just because if you're not a heavy crafter, which most of my people are, like you probably have all the things, so it'll be easier to just use your tape runner. But if not, you can see how easy it is just to use what comes in the kit. So like I said, if you're using this as a project on the go, or something like that, like I like to bring these camping too, so if we get a rainy day, like then I have something to play with. But it just gives you like how everything works here. So they did the U has the little dimensional too, so we'll see. And they put mini dimensionals. Whoops, we'll need those in a minute too. So then they're just putting a couple of these dimensionals kind of spread out here. They tend to be a little bit stingy with their dimensionals, which you might want to be if you don't have other supplies. But I have other supplies, so if I run out, I'm good, because I prefer to have more than less. So I will actually probably over add dimensionals because I can. All right, so now we're just gonna take those backings off. Okay. A little tedious here, but it's because I went overboard. Almost done. One more here. Oh, they all fell off. I was waiting for that to happen. They were all kind of collecting. There we go. Put those in the trash. And then this is going to go kind of off to the side here. They have it so it's like right here. So it doesn't actually line up with the ones that are there. It's kind of almost like a shadow. So we'll do this like that. Hopefully it's straight, which it does not look like it is. This is the only bad part about putting so many dimensionals on, that when I got it crooked, now I have to, there we go. That looks a little bit better, I think. There we go. It's handmade. It's okay. All right, so now I'm looking to see what else they did. This part here, oh, I see what they did. So they had one dimensional on the back here, and then you can see on this step, they put one in here so that when you put it down, it will work. So I actually want one over here, like that. And then the other one they put kind of in here, which you could just put it on the end of this. I think that's gonna be easier for me, because then I can make sure it's in the right spot. You just don't want it to land like on top of that, because then it's gonna be bulky. But I think I positioned this the way it's supposed to, so we should be good. All right, so then I'm just gonna kind of layer this on top of that. Try and get it straight. Which is tricky when the camera's in my way. There we go. So there's the card, right? And then, of course, we want a little bit of bling. Where did they put the bling? They even tell you where to put the bling. See? 1, 2, 3. They put them right there. So I'm going to just go ahead and copy them. Looks like they used 2 large and a little. So we'll put a large one here. And a large one here. And then a little one here. Like that. And I could have used my take your pick tool, but I was trying to just use what comes in the kit. And there you have it. Of course, knowing me, right, you could add some Wink of Stella to these flowers if you wanted. You could kind of really bump them really nicely to make it a little bit more interesting. So, hello, Linda. Yes, Scylla, we're doing Paper Pumpkin today. This kit is really pretty. Hi, Deb. It's a beautiful one. And then, of course, you have the coordinating envelope, right? So that is kind of the as designed, and I will probably do the rest of the cards, or at least one set of cards, maybe actually probably 2 sets of cards. So what I like to do sometimes is I'll take the components, so that's 1 card component, I already put the other one together, and then I'll do, let's take another one. Whoops, did I just lose something? I'm not sure. Then, oh, I didn't get the, I need this too, that's that one. I need this. and this. That's all of that one. And then we'll do, whoops, this one's in the wrong spot. Then we'll do the same thing with this. So I'll take one set of these. And then I even take the envelopes. So remember I showed you those really pretty envelopes. So I'll take one envelope from each set. So we've got the green one, the pink one, and this orange one, right? So now, like, these are all components that I can use on a scrapbook page. So that way I get 2 cards. So I'm getting, let's see, 2, 4, 6 cards, right? And I can get some scrapbooking too. And I should have pulled some of the ones that I've done in the past. So in that little flyer that I shared with you, they told me what the coordinating colors was. I could also kind of pull it out of here. So I kind of pulled some of that cardstock here. And then I don't have any photos to play with yet, so I was just going to use some placeholders for photos, which is fine. I'll probably use some photo mats for photos. But I think I'm going to use, this is actually Pear Pizzazz, I think, not Old Olive, but I think that'll be fine. And I think I want to play with like the pink and green kind of theme. So, no, the only thing is this doesn't really match. And I'm not sure this is Mambo either. So maybe, through process of elimination, let's use the actual color. This is Coral. So, yeah. I don't really think it matters. They'll all work. So what I like to do is I kind of cut these pieces apart. So I'll cut these card bases and use them as pattern paper instead of actual cards. So if we cut this at 4 1/4, so now I have these 2 panels that I can use any way I want, right? I also have these 2 panels. Actually, you know what? I might use white as a base because then it doesn't matter. And I can maybe use the colors as my mats. So I'm going to use the white. I'm going to cut these apart and we'll see how I want. I might just use these pieces as paper and mats. Sometimes I even use like the envelopes themselves. Come on. So that I can put like journaling in there or something like that. And if I had thought of it, I started to say this a minute ago and I think I got sidetracked. I would have grabbed some of the pages that I've done with Paper Pumpkin in the past because I do really like using that. And then I like this one. Let's see. So I could use Friends Like You Make Life Beautiful or I'm So Lucky to Have You in My Life as a scrapbooking sentiment. Just as, and actually, Let's Celebrate You works too if it was like a birthday page or something. So let's kind of just see what I've got here. So we have a page, right? We've got, I really like this one too. I might trim it down, but we'll see. So let's maybe do like a block. And so like I might do blocks and then I can add photos in. So maybe like 3 spots for photos and I might use these as the photo mats. So what would be a good maybe 4" by 3 or maybe 4 by 4s. Right? Or I'll do 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Would that be, that's 8. No, that's too much. So if I do 4 by 4, that might be a little bit big too. Let's do 3 by 4s. We'll do 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. There we go. That's what I'm going to do. This is what happens when I try and do math on the fly or thinking on the fly. So I'm going to do 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 for each of these. 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And this is totally a Thursday throwdown, so this might take me a minute. I don't normally do scrapbooking on the fly, but when it's one of these scrapbooking or one of the Paper Pumpkin kits, I feel like I can do it a little bit better. And I took this from the wrong side because you can see a little bit of the white. Oh, you know what? That's not going to matter because it's on white. All right, so let's kind of plan for my photos to be these mats, right? So we'll kind of put them like this. I might, so like photos here. Okay. And then maybe we can do like some cute little layering with these. So this I want to kind of center a little bit. So we'll take a little bit off that side. And again, I'm going to do 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, like that, and whoops, and then that kind of lines up with here, right? And we can do the same with this. Let's see, this one's kind of all the way over, so I might actually just be able to cut like this, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And we'll just cut this one while I'm here too. I'm going to take a little bit off this side, but I think the rest will come from the other side. 3 1/4. 4 1/4. All right. So now I can kind of put these in like this. And you could put like small little pictures in there too, if you wanted to. You could do like little embellishing, but let's so these 3 are going to be photos, and so I think just to kind of keep that in mind here, let's just do, and I might, let's see, I'm going to make a little photo mat just so we know what we're doing here. 3, whoop, ugh, I just sent that paper flying. But so that's going to be a photo, right? And the reason why, although that makes it look like a lot of white, and it's really not that much white, it's going to be photos there. But you get the idea. I could actually even use this as like another mat. So it would be like the Calypso Coral white and then the photo, which might not be a bad idea either. All right, and then we could maybe layer, I don't need to do all of them, but maybe we layer one of these in the corner. And it doesn't even have to be the coordinating one, right? Or you could even use this for one of those and do a smaller photo or something. I might do that. Or maybe just do 2 photos. This would be really cute for like the start of a page, like the opening of a page. And I think I want to kind of break up this white a little bit too. So if I have those put there, I think if I make it like 9 1/2 by 12, I'm going to use the, which color do I want to use? Maybe the green, because the green kind of goes through everything. 9 1/2 by 12. So I'm just going to cut this, whoops, and this isn't the right color green, but it's going to work fine. I need to go through my scrapbooking paper because it's all discombobulated here. But now, like, we'll take these, move them over. I'm going to put this like this. Right, and then we can do this, kind of do like a little grid here. This goes on top of this one, and that goes up here. I think I had more space. Like that. This goes here, that goes there. This goes here, right? Okay. And we could do a little stamping in the background too if we wanted. Right? I might even do another one up here. Like that. And we could do, just to let that stand out a little bit, I think I might use the peach here. And I even have like this stuff. So like the little pieces that are left over, which actually might be better because it just gives a little bit more bulk to it. There we go. Like that. Do I want the orange or do I want the green? Here. I think I want this one. All right. Like that. So we could put some little photos on here, or use those as photo mats too. And then photos here. Maybe a little bit of journaling on this one. Okay. And then I'm just trying to think what else to do for, like, see, we even have the inside of the envelopes that you can use. Got pink and green and that. Let me, I'm just going to go ahead and attach some of this stuff so that the layers are together. I think I am going to use a white mat in between the photo and the other layer. So I'm going to just do this. Okay. And then I'm going to attach this. We'll attach that. Okay. And then I'm going to use a little bit of dimensionals. To attach this onto the project card. And I already did that one. We'll attach this here. Like that. Okay. And then I think I'm going to do the I'm So Lucky. So let's put a little tiny dimensional right here at the edge. And then I think I'm just going to use regular adhesive on this. Oops. Like that. And we'll do it like right there. Okay, so that'll be kind of like our little feature panel there. This one I'm going to go ahead. I don't know how I feel about the green here. I might want it less green. This green. I didn't really put that on very well. And let's do the same thing with this. We'll kind of attach this one. Like so. And then this. So I'm just using like the elements from the card to make a really quick and easy scrapbook page. So if you have a kit that like just seems like it's gonna work really, really well with some photos you have, this is a great way to, you can still use the kit to make some cards. Like I said, I have enough to make 6 cards, but then I have all these extra pieces that I can use to make a fun little scrapbook page too. Alright, so this morning I did not feel like eating breakfast. I had my little protein shake, and now my stomach is like, hello, why aren't you feeding me? Alright, so let's add this here. Kind of like this one centered. Like that. And then, what do we have for, so this, we have this little guy, which we could use for stamping. I might trim, I think I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. It's 9.5. I think I'm going to take a 1/2 inch off on this side. I don't want it quite as big. And then let's do a little bit of tone on tone kind of stamping. So I'll take this guy. We'll do this. Yes, I do notice that, Deb. We do that a lot, like flipping over a piece of cardstock that's the same color on both sides. I just did it, didn't I, with this guy, didn't I? Or with one of them. For the whites. I did it with the whites. I do it all the time. Alright, so I'm gonna take this. And I didn't put any protector on my table today, but I actually have this here. We'll use this piece. I'm going to use, this is actually, like I said, Old Olive. So I don't actually have a coordinating, ink color, but I can use something similar. So I'm just going to steal my Old Olive. It'll be close enough. It might be a little bit darker. You could also use your Versamark ink, because that'll just give you a watermark, which would work too. But I'm just going to kind of stamp some of these on the edges, maybe. Didn't even test this to see if I liked it, but we got two sides, so if I don't like it, I can flip it over. We'll do that. I'm just gonna kind of go up the side here, I think. And maybe, I just kind of want to create a border with it, I think, so I'm gonna use these along the bottom too. Hopefully it won't make it too busy. I'm going to use it the same direction here, so it'll be upside down, but that's okay. Like that. And one more should do it. There we go. Alright, so now if we take this in, we do this, right? Got kind of a nice little pattern. Then we can stick this guy, and then this guy, and this guy. Let me just get them kind of centered a little bit. Maybe move them up a little bit. Oh, I don't know if that'll leave enough room for the ones on the top. Nope, because I cut off the edges there. So we'll do that. Then like that, and like this, and like this. Let me move that over a little bit. Okay. There we go. And I mean, I can add some little twine to this. I can do some other things. I don't know, the stamping in the background is a little busy, but I still think I kind of like it, so I'm okay. I'm gonna commit, because otherwise I'll be here all day. This is why I don't do scrapbook pages on the fly, because it takes me a little more thinking. But I'm just gonna go with it. We're gonna go ahead and tape these down, and then I'll do a little bit of embellishing. I do think I want to kind of add a little bit of grounding to the green, so I'm gonna add, I think, the pink piece underneath there. Let's go ahead and get these taped down. Okay. I think it will make it easier too if you had actual photos you were working with, because I don't really know what photos are going in here. It makes it a little bit harder sometimes, I think. Although I know there's a lot of people that actually scrapbook without the photos first, so it's all personal preference, right? I'm gonna do this. Right about there looks good. Let's do this last one. And then I think I'm gonna add a little bit of twine, so I'm gonna add in a little bit of extra stuff, because I can. So let's do a little air bow. Have some crumb cake baker's twine here. So I'm just going to tie a bow, and I'm going to put it down at the bottom of those flowers. Okay, like this. then we'll use a little glue dot. Whoops, I just stuck my elbow in there. All right, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put it here, just to kind of add a little something. Okay. And then this guy does not want to sit right. Quit it. Bugging me. There we go. Like that. And then, like I said, I feel like I need to ground this piece a little bit. I could use like the actual cardstock that I had brought over. But I might just do kind of like this. And then maybe we can use the opposite colors, right? So then we can use this one up here, just to kind of ground that a little bit. I like that, I think. So let me just tape those down in place. This is a super fast page, so my thought process is a little slow, but we'll do that. Line that up at the edge, okay? And then I'll tape this one up top here. Oops. But again, it's a great way to just kind of use up the pieces that come in the kit. So I don't want a lot of that to show, just a little bit. So I'll do the same up here. Like that. And then we can tape this on. Whoops. And this, whoops, this piece on. Okay. Kind of leave it so just a little bit is showing there. And a little bit down there. Okay. Now I love to do like a little bit of tiny journaling, like here or here. We could do like a nice title up here, and then maybe a little bit of like, you know, who, where, what down here, and then photos, and maybe you could put some other photos in these parts here too if you wanted. And we could put like, I'm so lucky to have you in your life, and you could actually even put let's celebrate you down here if it was like a reason to celebrate. You could do something like that too, just to add a little bit more interest. And then of course we'll want to take some of our bling. I'm gonna grab a couple of these. We'll put them in the daisy centers maybe. Maybe add some Wink Estella. And then we could just do, I'm going a little crazy with these, but maybe add 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll, I'm going to use a bigger one up top. Like up there. There we go. And I could actually add 3 more, but I'm not going to because I don't want to use them all because I need them for the cards. I could go crazy. I like to use a lot more on a scrapbook page than I would on a card, but I think that's pretty. And then, like I said, we could add some Wink Estella to these flowers just to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. Add a little bit of glitz and glam. We'll add our photos. I might even, like when I add the photos, maybe wrap some twine around one of them or 2 of them. Maybe add a little bit of a, you could kind of cut apart maybe one of these flowers and add it to the picture when you like attach it, if there's like a little blank space or something. So you can totally like use up these little bits to really make a really spectacular scrapbooking layout too, right? And then I still have this one for later too. You could use some of these little strips that they had for maybe like a journaling piece or something. So lots of ways to kind of use that. I could have even layered these together or something. To have a little pink and the orange at the top and the bottom, right? So I could have kind of stuck that under there. Lots of ways to use these little bits and pieces in the kit to make something fun and different for your scrapbook pages. And I just feel like having like the pre-cut pieces makes life so much easier in terms of kind of thinking. So I don't have to think as hard. I'm trying to find the finished card that I made, and I can't. Here it is. I got it. So you can see, you can make them as is with the cute little cards, or you can do something a little bit different too and make yourself a little scrapbook page too if you're a scrapbooker. So there you have it. That's my little Thursday throwdown for you today. If you want to get the PDF tutorial for the scrapbook page with all of the measurements for all my pieces and tips and tricks and instructions, go ahead and make sure you're on my email list. I'll add that to the description of this video when we get off. And that goes out on Tuesdays. I always send a Thursday throwdown PDF tutorial and the replay of this video out in my Tuesday emails, so you can get that for free. Just be sure to be on my email list. And of course, stay tuned for next week. We have lots of new stuff with the Designer Series paper sale. We have the new catalog pre-order for us as demonstrators. So if that's something you want to get in on, feel free to reach out to me on that too. And yeah, I will keep you posted on all the new things that are coming your way for my my brand and my business, because I got lots of fun stuff planned. So I will see you all soon, and I hope you have a great week. Bye for now.